Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Team out there, we are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. From the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. It's a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. But the back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Soto. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Well, you can see the defense there completely fooled. They're getting upfield. They're trying to apply pressure on the quarterback, thinking that they're going to throw the ball. But instead, they go with the draw play, completely fools the defense. They're out of position, gave the offensive line some really nice blocking angles, and gave the back plenty of room to pick up that first down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to walk after catching the ball.
Hands it off on the counter. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Can they keep this drive going? It's fourth down and 6. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Hit just as he throws the ball. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Keeping it on the ground here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs. It's Soto. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, fighting the line out.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. The quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
BAT puts him up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's going to hand this off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 41, another first down. Movement here from the tight end. And now they'll run it on the draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tough running there. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. No shot to bring him down. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And they'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the 2nd quarter? Looks at the sideline. What a catch there to stay in bounds. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a 1st down for the offense.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Powering right past the defender. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. no stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point makes the lead 11. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looking to throw it on first down. That pass is caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down, this offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They pick up the first on the ground. Looks like Illinois will have the first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
New center downs for the offense. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Soto. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield before he won.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll run it here.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass this time. There's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Here comes a handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the handoff again. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. Trucks through the defender. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up to the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They call the draw play here. Just trucks the man. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting him off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And there's the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
They tackled him right at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught near the goal line. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Illinois. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on a lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
And now the handoff. Runs right over the defender.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. The defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. We're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, fighting the line out.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the two-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.